It helps us. We do the same. There's no way out of it. If there's a war, you're going. Because if I want to freedom, not for this nation, but the freedom of other nations. And the only way you guys can understand it is you go to those nations and see how they live. That's what we hear testimonies of these missionaries when they come and they talk about what they've done on the land and what's going on. I take that to heart like, wow, man, our nation belongs there, and they need to stay and fight until we get freedom from these people. Because while America's there fighting, we have liberty to go in there and preach the gospel. Back was a nation when you could not preach the gospel, you get killed. Right now we have freedom. God has opened that door, a little window back open for the moment for us to go in there freely. As long as America's in there, we can freely go now and preach the gospel. So the freedom of the gospel is coming in. And what's going on? Now Iraq got women in their political arena, where they never allowed it. So they're just a private freedom. Now I'm not saying I agree with everything America's doing, but I think they're getting some sort of freedom, some sort of way of living to be in liberty. Then we also spoke about Jarhead. We spoke about the Great War. A man who, although he returned home, and said that, hey, I could live my life after the war and be a loving husband, take care of the kids. I don't want to go to a car wash and clean the car. But I'm still in the desert. Because the memories and the battles that I experienced, I'm still struggling with these memories and the issues that I went through in that war. I can still taste the dust of the desert. And we spoke about how we need to use the armor of God to be able to set free from all the battles we have in our minds and in our hearts, and what each part of the armor signifies. We spoke last night in depth about the armor of God, what it means, why we have to have it on, what happens when we have it on, what happens when we don't have the armor of God. And we focused on each part of the armor. We saw videos. We did everything we could to be able to break it down and understand that it is important for us to put on the armor of God every day of our lives, every time we walk out there. And every time we do something, every time we feed our minds with things that are not contained to God, we remove the armor. And we're open ground to the devil. And so every time we commit a sin, every time we do something wrong, every time we do something inappropriate as Christians, we remove the armor and we're unprotected. And we fall into the trap of the devil. The Bible says that the devil is like a roaring lion, looking whom to devour. When the lion wants a meal, I don't know how many have seen Animal Planet, and they show lions and stuff like that, and they're running around looking for their meal, and you see how they quiet and how they sneak up. If you're a Christian and you're not alert, you're not going to see the devil sneaking up. You won't see him coming at you. That's what Jesus told the disciples, hey, pray and be alert. Because the enemy is just around the corner. You guys know that the devil's coming at you. That's what you have to be praying. Every morning when you get up, God, I'm going to school, I'm going to work, I'm going to be going outside. Be with me, protect me. Whatever happens, be there with me, God. Help me. Father, forgive me if I'm going to commit any sins out there. Help me not to commit any sins, God. Help me not to do things that'll make you happy, God. Pray and be alert. Look at the signs. Because the lion, when he approaches his prey, he devours it. See, we human beings eat simple. Lions don't eat simple. They don't sit at a table like, hey, this is good. They devour the meal. They know a little share meal. I had a nice pit bull. My pit bull was a female. I called her Shiki. And my dog was, you know how pit bulls are. They're crazy. But my pit bull, I had that pit bull because it was a baby. I used to feed it with the bottom. Beautiful pit. Brown, white, and beige. And I used to train my pit bulls for the food. I would put the food right in front of me, and I go, come. She would run and go, stop, sit. She'd stop and wait. Excited for the food check. Well, some things to the floor. I'm like, come, stop, sit. If she's right in front of the food, she can't touch the food. Because I'm training her. When you look at the lion, and you tell the lion, come, stop, he's like, I mean, the food ain't you, you'll stop that. But you can tell the devil, the roaring lion, to stop. Because you have the power of God in your life. To tell the devil, stop. This is one meal you're not going to have. And so whatever you hear, whatever you remember this weekend, take it home. Reminisce and think about it. Just sit down in the room one day and think about, man, almost Pastor Jay talking about the other day, this and that. What can I do? You know what? I turned my uncle, let me pray. I'm like, God, you know what up, yo? I love you, G, you know what I'm saying? And I got this stuff going on, and we are. Okay, we are. You know, what up? What else do you want to pray? And that's what I want you guys to do when you go home. Remember this weekend. And we're praying to God that there can be many more. So we can do more of this. And I know it's tiring when you get up early in the morning because you guys went to sleep late last night. You know, all the guys beating up on Netflix and stuff like that. You know, that's not fair. Maybe not. I was just refereeing. I was on the side of you guys. We had a great time. But for all the fun and games, you got to remember, this weekend was not just about fun and games. It was also about me and God. You and God. You know, we was up in the cave. It was amazing. And we was going to some cave, coming to one place, coming up the other. And you see our phone was popping up and going out, and Curtis up the hill, and Jeff up the other hill, and Jason is swinging the trees. And you got Jay up in the mountain, touching God. I'm over there. All they're doing pictures here and there. A few of the girls are like, oh, and then let me be daring. Never done this. I got on the edge of the beach. And I'm looking at the wall like, okay, I want to climb this. And if I fall, I'm going to see the water. And it's kind of icy. So I'm climbing that thing up, and I'm holding my back against a rock that planted with a point sticking out. And I'm like this, that hurts. And I'm looking at the tree that I'm going to try and reach and grab it. And then if I grab it, it can help me pull up. Because I had nothing to pull me up. So the rock is like this, planted down. And I'm trying to, I had these gloves on, and the gloves were slipping off. I'm like, these gloves go down the floor, fall finally, and I had to pay for gloves. So I had to get my bare hands to climb. And I remember watching, I don't know, the Discovery Channel or something like that. There's this guy who goes out and throws himself. Seems like wow, huh? What's his name? Yeah, Nature vs. Wild. Yeah, Man vs. Wild. There you go. He's like, I love the fashion show. He shows some cool stuff. I try to remember some of his tips on why you get a good climb. So, one of my things was to just rest for 2 minutes. Let me just rest. You got to gain the strength in it. You know? Don't put all the pressure on your hands. Your legs are the ones that